Welcome to Give Permission to Ask Questions on a Monday morning. I hate give permission to ask questions. It's like we went to this, like, number one, I hate videotaping myself. Number two, like, I hate marketing all the time and all the time and all the time. Um, I don't like looking at myself. So I'm like, oh my goodness, there's lots of things going on today. However, um, I firmly believe in my purpose in life, which is let other people grow and learn in life. I just finished my book, A Journey of Epic Proportion, like, as in, I just finished writing it. So 2021 is going to be putting it together and collaborating it and making it a physical book, but now it's like a textual document. So I'm very excited about the journey of writing my own book next year, but the book is officially written, and like the whole last chapter is just me crying. Had some crazy pattern beliefs shattered this week, which was growth is uncomfortable. And my theme of Phoenix Career Development is growth is happiness, but it's happiness to grow. However, but it's very uncomfortable to grow. However, but stagnation is death. So I don't feel like I want to play in the stagnation area. That's why, like, I videotape myself. It's a lot better when someone else comes on. So if you're like wanting to come on to give permission to ask questions and to like these are the questions that I face. These are the questions that I want to give permission for other people to ask. Come on my show. Like, I don't have the bells and whistles in my show. Should I have the bells and whistles? Yes. They will come one day, but like first year in my company, I was like, I know I have to do advertising. I know I have to do my own Lorette show, because I used to do, like, I'm the definition of the Lorette show before YouTube. That's how old I am. Is I was a teenager before YouTube, so thank God. But there's videotapes around me, like lighting skateboards and sparklers. Because I was always a little bit weird and I was always a little bit crazy, but crazy people calm down and crazy people like step into their purpose in life, and crazy people sometimes still look crazy. And I don't feel like I'm crazy, but I definitely know uh, I have been through incredible growth this year, and it has been very uncomfortable. So I wrote down a little bit of notes today about what I want to talk about. And like, number one, finishing my book. Oh, a sense of relief in in June of this year. My friend was like, what are you doing for your birthday? And I'm like, nothing. And she's like, well, you should do something. And so I did a guided meditation that I like wrote, and then my friends came and listened to it. And the guided meditation was a heartbeat, like my heartbeat and my journey of healing and recovery. So it was a meditation of recovery. Um, and like that's chapter 4 of my book. And like it's on YouTube. It's The Healing Journey. It's like pretty easy to find. If not, reach out to me if you want to listen to it. Um, so like you start with one thought and then another thought comes in and then another thought comes in. But most people don't even give themselves permission to finish something, and they don't give themselves routine to finish. And at the end of the day, I don't think that they believe that they could have finished that in the first place. There's lots of unwritten books out there that need to be written. So I guess give permission to write your story. Give permission to step into your life. I'm not saying be selfish. I'm just saying be comfortable in who you are. Love yourself. And part of loving yourself is telling your story and who you are, so you can share it with other people, so you can lessen people's pain. Um, so I'm very excited about my book. Like, every chapter has a beginning, middle, end. Every chapter has that tug on the heartstring. Every chapter has like this journey that I went on. And I really believe listening to my story, because I don't go away to travel. I don't like traveling. I don't like hot places. It's extremely uncomfortable for me. Um, so I decided to have a journey of the mind instead. The journey of life is one foot in front of the other, and like making a really good life, even though we can't travel right now, or even though we can't just up and leave. We have to like plan and prepare. And that's part of the journey, is planning and preparing. And honestly, showing up even though you're not perfect. And that's one thing that I really like in life, is imperfection. So if you show me your really raw, true core essence of who you are, I respect that and I love that about you as a human being. So, yeah, done writing my book. It's going to be put into a physical book, and I'm going to do an audio read, because honestly, this story is meant to be heard audibly. Because I'm an audible speaker. There's like tones that I use, and like it's meant to be a vernacular story, a journey of epic proportion. So it's definitely going to be on Audible, and it's definitely going to be um, a physical document that you can get on Amazon. Textual document, maybe, but like I am from the lineage and heritage of a physical book, and a imaginary story in the mind. So I'm very excited about 2021. But I would like, this year has been so good and so bad at the same time. I think we all can appreciate that. So give permission to take a breath and enjoy. And that's what today is about. Like, um, I did my Myers Briggs, and I found out I'm an architect, and I like an archetype, I don't know, architect. And it makes sense now, like with Phoenix Career Development just opened with a very simple concept. There is a theory behind career development, and it's not common day. People don't know, oh, you just need to have the process, beginning, middle, and end of career development. So if I can share my screen with you, share screen, share screen. If I take you on my favorite Alice book, ALIS, and it is over here, career planning. There it is, career planner. This is the book that gives you the theory. So it like beginning, middle, and end. This is kind of where I pulled my theory from, because Alice is my homeboy. So planning for a career change, 5 steps to a new career path. 1, where I am right now. What is your story? It's your lineage. Step 1 is your lineage and your dreams, and your like dreams, like what do you want out of your career? It's very fun. Step number 1 is about trusting in yourself and loving yourself. Step number 2, what do I need to know? Which is like, who am I? What are my traits? What are my skills? What are my interests? What are my values? And all the fun stuff that make us who we are. Step number 3 is up here. What are my best choices? So really, step 1 and 2, pull choices, give you choices, give you choices. And in today's society, you can have a paralysis of too many choices. So that's really frustrating. I find the internet is so easy to access things. And then what? What do you do with all of that information? You have to cut some of the information out, right? So step number 3 is about cutting out some choices so that we find the best choice for you. Step number 4, boop, 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 is what do I need to know now? So like in my chosen occupation, I am not in my chosen occupation. Why not? What am I missing? So honestly, step number 4 is really about networking. It's always been, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So let's figure out who you need to know, and let's have some conversations with those people. Step 5, What actions will I take? So, like, continually learning and growing. That's why it's like work search basics, interview techniques, strategies for success. So, that's the first part of my company, is just a very simple thought. There's a process to career development. My puppy's going to bark for a bit. What is it? And that's what it looks like. So I was like, I'm going to teach 10 classes on the theory of career development. Perfect. And so when I was slowly growing through this year with my programming with people, um, it wasn't enough, because it's the theory, right? Theory is great. You can know the theory, but when it comes to practice, that's way more difficult. So then I was like, oh, well, I guess I need another program within Phoenix Career Development. So then I launched Practice 15 Weeks. So there's 15 weeks of concepts where you're practicing the 10 steps, and I'm encouraging you and supporting you along the way. The format of class 2, like programming 2, is how is your day? What did you do personally to find a job, to develop your career, to achieve your goals? How can I help you? So, in any way, my company is a servant heart. It wants to help you grow and learn and develop along the way. How can we, as Phoenix Career Development, help you ethically to grow and develop your job, your career, your life? And then at the end of the day, it's the last question is, what do you want? What do you want in your career? What does it look like? And I found that what do you want is the hardest question that you can ask yourself, because it's the heart of who you are. But once you figure out what you want, then you can ask for it properly. And like understanding your values and goals and mission and purpose in life then can help you ask what you want more clearly. I think in today's life, we're all misbunged by communication. And this is why last week was so hard to give permission to ask questions, is because I'm going through my own Phoenix career development moment, which is communication. How do we communicate properly so that people understand? And my Myers Briggs states that I'm an architect, so I create. I actually work well by myself, but I can work in groups. I don't actually like working in groups. I like small one on one meetings, but like Phoenix Career Development is, I believe in the tribe. I believe in people learning in a group. So, like, again, not what you know, who you know, the more connections, the better. So, Phoenix Career Development is developed for like networking in a group, learning in a group. And then practice is designed for your own individual experience. Within programming 2, it looks like 15 weeks with the categories of week 1 being uncomfortable, week 2 a belief in self, where you set goals and dreams about yourself, week 3 is leadership, week 4 is conflict, week 5 is the journey, week 6 is the success. What does success look like? What is the definition of your success? What is the definition of other people's success? Concept 7, week 7, value, mission, purpose. 8, week, marketing yourself, but it's way more like, let's do this. Practice, practice, practice your elevator pitch. 9, success is a mindset. 10, call to action. You as a person have a call to action. You have a purpose in your life. What is that call to action for you developing your career? 11, the long, I don't know what that is. I went PKY. Oh, the long play. Client strategy, or just your strategy for the long play in life. It's not done. I no longer need to develop my career. I found that when I became an employment specialist, the journey just began. The career development of Phoenix Career Development just began at that second when I started my company when I started my role as an employment specialist. Um, week 12 is become the person of influence. So you as a person have a crazy power to influence people. You just do. If you're a person and people love you, you are influencing them. Week 13 is questions. So give permission to ask questions. Week 14 is eat right, hungry for success. So when you are happy, healthy in your physical body, you're usually happy, healthy in your mental body. And then the last week, because it's 15 weeks of practice, it's like an hour each week from me, is find the treasure. So, what does your treasure look like? What is the treasure that you're shooting for in life? So, I'm really excited about programming too. And then I need a condensed version because that got real long, right? So, I'm working on, instead of like 10 classes to understand the theory of career development, I'm going to do another three, a condensed version of Phoenix Career Development, or a condensed version of career development, which will be three classes instead, which is just like bam, bam, bam. Okay, now I understand the concepts and theories about how to develop my career. So I'm really excited about the condensed version as well, just to get a teaser. Like I always will reference people, take the 10 classes, understand the theory properly, take the 10 classes. Now, in saying that, I also, of course, am an employment specialist. It's your journey. And so if you want help with your journey, I can do that for you. I'm working with a doctor right now. He's starting in November. He's like, I just need interview prep. So I'm like, okay, well, let's pay an hourly rate every week. Um, and then we can talk about prepping for your interview. And it's like a really important doctor interview. So I'm very excited for him. That's also one of my services that I do as well. So I went from one small baby tiny concept of what I wanted to open for my company, which is 10 classes. Um, and then it went to, well, you need practice after that. And then, oh, you need a condensed version. Oh, you need actual like one-on-one counseling of career development, because that makes sense, right? So I'm very open to changing and growing and learning with my company and with my career development. And I really do picture Phoenix Career Development as being the place that everyone in Canada is going to know, oh, just go to Phoenix Career Development. They are specifically designed to help you plan your career in any way. So we enhance your career, we change your career, or we clarify your career. So that honestly was my rant from give permission to take a breath and enjoy. So this is my first year running my company. I love it. I'm enjoying my first year. So has it been rough? Yes. Do I ever want to do it again? No. Did I enjoy every second of this year? Yes. There really was extreme highs, extreme lows. And I'm not a high emotions person. I have now accepted my emotions and ran with my emotions, and uh, your emotions are just like a floodgate to to life. And like I think that your feelings are a more higher spiritual journey to go on. Like I was very pragmatic in my life. I was very rough on myself too. So I'm just trying to enjoy life, give permission to ask questions, is about enjoying life, is about learning about life. Phoenix Career Development is about the journey along the way. And I know I've said this before, like enjoy the beginning, enjoy the end, so you can enjoy the like sorry, beginning, enjoy, middle, enjoy today, and the end. I like obviously everyone's trying to get to that end point and get to that end point, but the end point is the present. The end point is today, because this is where you are today. So I always, my contextual concepts this week has been, what does it look like for the best possible case scenario today? What does it look like to have the best possible case scenario for your life? And I think it really is stop, breathe, enjoy this moment right now, and just let it be. So, words have meanings, and everybody interprets a word a different way. So that has really hurt me, but helped me to understand about clarifying and asking questions. Ha ha ha! Everything goes back to give permission to ask questions today. Wisdom, talk to talk. I have always believed the fool talks to understand. And the really smart people in life don't talk that much. They don't need to. And like, I also find really smart people ask a lot of questions. So, Phoenix Career Development was designed to ask you questions so that you could understand. But, like, by all means, I play the fool on purpose so that I can learn and grow and develop. So, eventually in life, I will be the wise sage. And at the same token, I am a wise sage in career development because I've had 10 years perfecting my craft, learning, growing, developing. And honestly, I've probably had 37 years growing and developing my craft because I've always been an employment specialist, even when I didn't have the words, even when I was listening and looking at other employment specialists that of how they did it. I was always trying to learn from them. So the fool would like to learn. So I would like to learn, and I'm hoping that everyone out here would like to learn and grow and develop. So again, if you want to be on Give Permission to Ask Questions, hit me up and I will gladly let you be on my show because I don't actually like being the star of the show. I like giving a format of safety where people can be comfortable in growth. And growth is uncomfortable. So, like, that's an illusion. Entrepreneurship thoughts and reactions. This has been the year, my first year, so it's just so fun. But like next year, I'm gonna have to do entrepreneurship round 2, like give permission to ask questions. I'm gonna have to do season 2 next year. So that's very exciting. So along with Myers-Briggs, I'm doing my DISC tonight to understand who I am as well. So I'm all about understanding you, right? The second step is about understanding you. So then you can help people in life, or you can live your most satisfying life by understanding who you are. Consciousness can be happy and healthy, but like you have to understand what your subconscious is saying to you, and you have to take control of your consciousness and be intentional about what you do and how you wake up in the morning. So that today was give permission to ask questions. And I think the question in itself is why growth? And I think today was about give permission to ask questions like happiness. How do you become happiness in present? So how happiness in present state. So thank you very much for listening today. Thank you for going on this journey with me. Have a great week and give yourself permission to ask questions. Thank you.